Alright, let's start this one again. Sorry about that. Messed up the overlay, but we did it. Not touching it up. I'm not like messing it up here. Fixed. Fixed. G2 versus NRG. Okay. And just to reiterate, I have not seen these games. I did see the score live. I was watching the score as it came in. And for anybody who's just tuning in right now, apologies for what is a horrendous start to a cold. That is literally, I was fine like 3 hours ago, and now I'm like dying. But man's got a stream. You got to work. So we've already casted a 1v on this stream, and now we're gonna do this as well. Probably a bad idea, but let's just give it a go. I'm gonna get my, hold on, let me just pause it for 1 second so that I can get my pen tool. There it is. All right, there we go. Oh, there we go.
First of 4, it's your North American champs. Rizzo.
Oh, I was trying to swallow there, but it was painful. My throat is starting to kill me. Some of you'll remember. In fact, I'm sure a lot of you will remember because I was wrong. Well, apparently, like right now, it looks like I was wrong. But I expected NRG to win this. I thought that NRG were going to be winning everything in NA, and still do think that they have a really good chance of winning the World Championship. I'll be rooting for them. I think they deserve a championship. Certainly Garrett G and Fireburner. Justin as well. Like, he's going to win an RLCS at some point. May as well be Season 5. So yeah, G2 really stepped up to win this one. And the two things about G2 that have impressed me the most this season, but also the end of last season and the off season. Number one, their passing. And number two, their mentality. G2 used to be a team that would be just down and out. They would just lose one game and then start worrying, oh no, what if we lose? What if we don't make RLCS? This is going to be so embarrassing. All our fans are going to tweet at us. Oh no. This is actually happening. I just own gold. We're going to lose. And they really get inside their own heads, and they failed to qualify. Like, Kronovi didn't qualify for Season 2 of RLCS or Season 3. It's like 2 seasons for a RLCS Season 1 champion that he had to miss out on. So that's definitely not fun. And now Marky and Cuxer over on EU have had the same thing happen to them. They won Season 2, and then they didn't even qualify for Season 4 or 5 RLCS lands. So Kronovi's made the comeback. He's made it to Seasons 4 and 5. Unlike his EU brethren, the SART veterans. And that's all down to, or predominantly down to, just a really good mentality that they have, G2 do. And I attribute that to two things. One, their ability to just treat Rocket League, Pro Rocket League, as a job, not as like something fun that you just do because it's there. Kronovi has always been very mature when it comes to Rocket League and treating it like a job. Rizzo, obviously, very dedicated streamer for the longest time, and I'm sure that dedication that he applied to that is now being applied to his pro play. And with that sort of foundation and a team and like a talent like JNaps, you've got, what do you call it? You've got the recipe for a very good work environment if they can just get along well, which they do. There's this huge misconception in esports that teams or teammates have to be best friends out the game. They absolutely don't. Like, you don't need to even be friends out of the game. You just need to be able to function in the game and help each other achieve a common goal, which is putting the ball in the opposition net. Thanks to the 100 bits, Boss C. Hello, Jonathan. Thank you for the US West friendly stream. Keep up the fire YouTube content. Noob. Well, just to let you know, Brian only reads those if it's 250 or more. He's a massive sellout. Anybody wondering why? It's because people were spamming me with 100-bit cheers that were absolutely not funny enough to merit me leaving it at 100 bits minimum. Right, but just to continue that discussion about professionalism in like how you treating Rocket League like a job and not necessarily having to be best friends with your teammates. That's going to be kind of a big challenge, or probably one of the biggest challenges for NRG this RLCS, because it's their first LAN together as a team, and that could be advantageous or it could be disadvantageous. I think so long as they don't get absolutely crushed by someone, then I think they're good. But if like NRG day one are playing against, who are they playing against? They're playing against this third seed. They're playing against Envy, right? If Envy like just show up and steamroll them, which I don't think is likely. I think NRG are probably the favorites there. But if Envy show up and steamroll them, we could just be seeing NRG just exiting the tournament early, just like they did last season. Great goal here by G2, by the way. Yeah, G2 or NRG are probably going to be fine as long as they can actually stay focused on the task and treat it like a job. So Fireburner here goes straight through the ball. I don't know what on earth has happened there. This is probably just a replay glitch. I think Fireburner just completely matrixed this ball. So that's a really big misplay, of course.
The Garage is the best nightclub in existence. Change my mind.
The Garage, best nightclub in existence. I would tend to disagree. But thank you, Tartan Skittles, for 250 bits. I appreciate that. If you can see me doing this, by the way, and you're watching on YouTube, you can see me blowing my nose. Don't blame me, blame my editor, okay? Because you should edit that out. This is disgusting. I'm literally dying over here.
BTW, it's pronounced Bosk, not Bosk C.
Ah, okay. See, I was saying Boss C, because it's like Boss and then a C, but Bosk, I got you. Bosk, thank you for the 250 bits. That's how you make Brian say stuff. Well played. Wanted to like highlight here one of the things that we might notice about Justin. This Justin here at the near post. So Fireburner went into the corner to try and clear the ball, and Justin followed him. Now this is pretty common. In fact, it happens every single time that you play ranked threes. Is that when you're clearing the ball, one of your teammates will be right behind you, just waiting to do something when the ball spills free into the middle of the field. Usually they're hoping it's going to bounce off the wall, come back into the middle, and they can just come out and contest it. Now, that's fine. This is fine to do if your back post is defended. Here it is not. You can see Garrett is still recovering over this side of the field. So this is a misplay by Justin to commit himself out of position. He's in no man's land here. He's not able to defend the backboard. He's not able to defend the back post. He's really not able to do anything except just, run away from this play. And that's definitely something that he shouldn't be doing. If we want to see why Garrett's out of the game, we have to rewind back even further. So we saw actually Garrett exiting the frame to the left there. Might be going for boost. What we could have seen here, oh yeah, so this is actually exactly what's happened. So Garrett is actually, he's fine. He's the one that's looking to play off of a Fireburner 50-50, which is fair. I mean, Fireburner's got great 50-50s. There's a good chance that this ball could have gone into the middle of the field here. Then Garrett's into the play. But in this situation, it's up to Justin to make sure that the back post is defended, and he hasn't done that. He's just gone into the corner. If he does want to be here, he needs to be ready to get up that wall really quickly. That's not easy, but yeah, you could do it. He's good enough off the wall that he could go up here. But great dunk by Rizzo. Really shut down Justin's position, made him absolutely useless, and then demos him as well, just to rub salt in the wound. But this is technically a double commit. What we saw there was not a double commit on the ball, it was a double commit off the ball. Both Garrett and Justin, they both followed Fireburner out of the corner, and then both went back when Fireburner lost to 50-50, and neither of them are actually ready. They're both going back into position. Neither of them are in position when the ball hits the backboard. So it's an off-the-ball double commit. Oh, that lime sip is just so good. It's exactly what I need right now. Oh dear. It's a great pass here by NRG. So understeer from Justin. And Kronovi with a very good shot. To get that shot high and over the top, well, high enough and powerful enough to put it over the goalie is not easy. OG Thumbs, thanks for the tier 1 sub, I appreciate that. So we can call already, I would say both of the NRG goals, or both the G2 goals, are pretty hefty misplays by NRG. Pretty hefty misplays. Good bump off the ball there by Garrett. It's not done. This is a sort of reason why Director Camera, I think, is not the future for Rocket League spectating. Right here. Garrett does not have ball cam on. I guarantee you he's turned off ball cam by this stage in the game, and he's demo hunting, and he gets one. He actually bumps Rizzo, but that's completely lost to the spectator. They're probably just wondering, why is Garrett flopping around here like a whale when the ball's in this direction? Why is he jumping this way? So that's one of the reasons why direct your camera is kind of rubbish, from my opinion. I don't know. It's a good idea, but I don't think it's the best way to spectate Rocket League. Excuse me, multiple double commits for NRG yet again. How on earth does this one occur? It's kind of an odd situation here.
Justin looks to keep it on with 22 seconds remaining. Time now starting to run thin for NRG.
Yeah, Justin is having a bit of a nightmare so far game one. He's having a bit of a nightmare. We had the early mispositioning off the goal line for the first goal, and then we had the pass to Kronobi for the second goal. Now he's just completely broken rotation. He's also got no boost, by the way. Justin is flopping around in offense with 0 boost. or not much, but did he just get a boost steal? Oh, he picked up this one. Oh well, he shouldn't be picking up that one. That's probably Garrett's boost or Fireburner's boost, but now Justin's taking it. Yeah, Justin needs to calm himself down a little bit. This game's on him. This game's definitely on Justin. That's just the way it is. I should be the official RLCS spectator, but I'm not going to go all the way over to spectate all their league play stuff, so that's not a good solution in my opinion. Like, if I was offered the job to go and be the spectator for RLCS league play, I'd probably just say no. That doesn't sound like a lot of fun. You need multiple spectators anyway. You need way more than, like, definitely more than one spectator. You can't just have one for something like this. You'll give me $25 at LAN if you analyze your left nut AdStar. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Not sure if that's going to be possible though. With like, I'm pretty sure that there'll definitely be children at RLCS, right? Like, there's no age. What's the age limit? How old do you have to be to get in? I don't know. I don't really know. Like, please don't take your nuts out in public is all I'm saying. Please don't. There's no amount of donations makes that worthwhile. You got your champ rewards, are you proud? Mate, congrats. That's just in time as well. So very good job. Yeah, what is going on here? Justin landing here. Okay, fair enough, you know. Maybe he thought that was his ball. But a lot of problems happening right now for NRG. Passing is just not there. This is the other thing. We talked about mentality. I think that when it in this series, the NRG mentality was probably not as good as the G2 mentality. G2 are just more experienced as a team, and they're more solid against what do you call it? More solid against tough opposition these days, like really, or you know, regional championship finals, really awkward, like series against great teams. G2 have proven with this roster in recent times that they can go toe to toe with the best. NRG have beaten Cloud9 in league play, beaten G2 in league play, and then lost to G2 in this what do you call it, in this tournament. So they're kind of like, yeah, definitely unproven right now. Team 105. Listen, Team 105 is the way to go. Team 105 is the way to go. 15 is how old you have to be to get to RLCS. Okay, thank you for telling me that. But yeah, the other thing that NRG don't seem to be doing as well as G2 is passing. I'm not seeing many deliberate passes from NRG. G2, on the other hand, they're doing pretty well. And often those two things go hand in hand. If passing is, or rather if mentality is good, then players are talking to each other. And then passing is good because players are communicating. Passing is often the first thing that goes down the toilet when a team starts getting crushed or starts playing badly. I'm actually curious, like, when this sort of play is going to become deliberate. Like, I don't think that this is that Rizzo. It's got to be Rizzo that just flopped past the camera here because he's got the white Zombas. I obviously don't think that was intentional for Rizzo to miss this, but in the future of Rocket League, I think it will become deliberate, because look how much space JNaps has for this shot. Just pay attention to the pressure on this ball. Like, the fact that Rizzo is up for that, even though he's missing, has caused Garrett G to back off sufficiently. The JNaps has a much easier shot, which would probably have been contested had Rizzo not been up for the ball at all. So the whiff actually helped, or may have helped. We're not sure because the camera angle wasn't very good. But I've seen aerial whiffs set up opportunities several times in competitive Rocket League. Infield passing looking on point, by the way, off the wall for G2. Key to infield passing off the wall is getting the ball to go as sideways as possible. Don't fall into the trap of taking half wall or doing a half wall shot, half infield pass. If you're doing something in between a wall shot and an infield pass, that's called a pass to the other team's goalkeeper. It's either a shot or a pass to your teammate. Don't do it in between. It's not a good substitute. Envy have always played with Mountain Waffle in the G-Finity Elite Series. Yeah, JNaps probably needed to do more here. Like, making a play, instead of making a play on the ball there, I think JNaps should probably make a play on the opposition cars. Because by dodging, he just kind of went past the play. And then Justin was like, oh, cool. I'll pop it into the crossbar. Thanks, mate. I think the bump was probably better there than the going for the ball. Nah, Scrogger, this will be it for today's stream. Well, I mean, there's another 47 minutes of this one to go. Well, it'll probably be like 40 minutes if I take away the in-between match stuff.
The series drought immediately ended here in game 2. Only lasted one game for NRG as they get the scoring going.
I'll be surprised if G2 fall for that trap too many times. The isolating one defender at the back trap. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I remember seeing this. Rizzo having quite a few aerial whiffs. Now, if this is happening, I wonder if the server's been acting up, because obviously we all know Rizzo doesn't just miss these on the regular. However, there was one. It was G2 versus Denial in Season 3, I think it was, where Rizzo was backflipping a lot. Like, himself and Kronovi used to get pretty nervous in regionals. But that's the thing of the past. Like, these days, that's definitely a thing of the past. They're on point for the most part when it comes to performing when it matters, you could say. Yeah, forget pausing 1 hour minimum. I have to pause to read chat, and I have to pause to talk about stuff. Oh. Wait. I think that the reason that we don't see a save here is because the ball hits the post before JNaps touches it. So it does have an orange trail. That's why I was pausing that when I was rewinding it. JNaps got a clear ball but not a save, so the ball hit the post and then JNaps touched it. I was like, wait, did JNaps just save this? No, it hit the post, and then it hit him. Wait, who's Carpet talking about here?
2:18 left to go past halftime, and it's all been NRG so far here in game 2.
Garrett G has seriously been making every pro today just look silly. The amount of fakes that he's...
Oh, so I actually like that in casting when like, this is, if we think about where this game is in the entire production of the regional championship, this game is the last out of 6 best of 7s, I believe. The last is 6 out of 6 best of 7s. So, referring to earlier series that Garrett has played and like other plays that he's been making is definitely something I like. This is pretty cool from JNaps as well. So yeah, everybody... Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to rewind that. My bad, didn't mean to do that. Meant to pause it. So yeah, you can see the respect of Garrett and Justin. They really think JNaps is going to pass that into the middle. Garrett's ready to intercept that pass when it happens. JNaps sees that, and Fireburner, not Garrett. But JNAP sees that and just like takes the ball down the wall. That's something that you need to learn how to do in Rocket League. It's so important that you're comfortable faking a wall shot or a wall clear and then tracking the ball as it comes down the wall. Bear in mind that when you're getting close to the wall, obviously, or close to the ground, obviously you're going to be probably pretty side on to the ball. The reason you want to be beside the ball as it's coming down, this is the ball, this is your car, you want to be beside it. So that if at any moment somebody challenges you, you can side flip into the ball. But when you're getting closer to the ground, you need to accelerate because, of course, the ball's just got to hit the ground. You've got to drive onto the ground and like curve around. So you've got further to go at the last little bit. So you've got to accelerate to the end there. That's what JNAPs did. Up until then, though, up until the last little moment where you have to accelerate, you probably want to stay pretty much in line with the ball. It's easier to make a play on the ball if somebody does step forward to challenge you. You can notice that half volley by JNAPs, even though it's on a back corner wall, he's still waiting patiently for that ball to bounce so that he can add to the speed instead of fighting against it. Is streaming allowed at RLCS? I've got absolutely no idea. No clue. I think we're all expecting Garrett. Well, I mean, anyone who's good at looking at stats, and anybody who's been a fan of RLCS since Season 1 will be expecting Garrett to have another good RLCS. He's, I think, the best North American RLCS player ever. He's just been the most solid player for the longest time. And then the two question marks are, number one, will Justin be able to live up to the hype? And number two, will Fireburner show up? Because Fireburner didn't really show up to Season 1 or Season 2, but Season 3 he played pretty well. And then Season 4 he didn't play very well at all. This is Lemsip because I'm sick. I mean, it looked like Rizzo's trying to make a infield pass there. Two infield pass attempts by Rizzo. Neither of them working. We're just going to get into game 3 here. Because I know this is a long one. Let's just skip right into it. Squishy and JNAP's fanboys triggered. Is that the blackcurrant one? Yes. The blackcurrant Lemsip is so much better than the actual lemon Lemsip. It's miles better. I do put half a spoon of sugar in it though, because it's like really, really bitter without that. Still bitter with it. Whew. Are Athena and Rizzo together still? Because I have no idea. Unless something happened. I guess so. You feel for me? Yeah. Well, Lemsip's not nice, but it does magic, you know? Does magic. Alright, so this is like the thing that I'm really going to be paying close attention to with regards to Fireburner for this LAN. Like, look at this position by Fireburner. How far up the field he's decided to go. Very, very advanced. We're talking like final third here as the third man for NRG. This is something that I see from Fireburner in high pressure situations. This never happens when he's just chilling out in league play. Never gets caught out of position like this. But then when he's under pressure, this tends to happen. He's just like creeping forward a lot more. This is like the number one thing that Fireburner needs to not do if NRG are going to win, or if to help NRG win RLCS Season 5, is he needs to stop driving forward when he's feeling pressure. He needs to chill. Just be like, I'm just going to rely on my speed, my reaction time. I might be a really old man when it comes to Rocket League pros because he's like 20 or something, basically retired. He's pretty much a dinosaur compared to the 16-year-olds and the 15-year-olds that are just popping up all over the place with incredible mechanics. But just get that duct tape off your accelerator key, stop accelerating for no reason, and it's all going to be good. There's a good pass now. So there's a good pass. That's pretty much what G2 have been doing better than NRG up until now. Yeah, Fireburner is a dinosaur. Pretty much. What dinosaur though? Guys, that is a question. What dinosaur is Fireburner? How old is that boy? How old is he? I actually don't know. how old he is. Curious. Help me out here. How old is Fireburner? And what dinosaur is he? Just why is this the kickoff that everybody goes for? There's going to be so many kickoff goals at RLCS. Why is I'm so confused. Oh, I see. Okay. Right, hold on. This is... You respect me for not pulling a Sticky? Hey, I could have. Don't even have to persuade the boss, because I am the boss. Triceratops, definitely a Stegosaurus. Stego. Diplodocus, Stegosaur. Megalodon, Brontosaurus, 50-50saurus. I see what you did there. He's 20. I was right about the age at least. Where's Devo when you got a question like this? Oh, Devo would tell us all the dinosaurs. He's been researching his dinos for a long time now. He's been waking up early to take... Like, did you guys know that when you're playing Ark Survival Evolved, taming dinosaurs can take like hours, I think days at in some cases. So if you want to tame a nice big dinosaur, I don't know what the dinosaurs in Ark Survival Evolved are. A pterodactyl, yeah, that's another option. So if you want to tame a big pterodactyl, then sometimes, you know, you can't be awake for 3 days in a row. And we're talking like a gigantic pterodactyl here. So you can't be awake for all 3 days it's necessary to tame this thing. So what you do is you get your mates and you're like, alright, I'll take the morning shift, you take the lunch, then this guy's going to take the dinner shift, I'll come back for the supper shift, and you wake up for your midnight feast, and we're going to all together tame this pterodactyl. Don't tell me that's not how you say it. Why is there a P in it if you're not supposed to say it? But yeah, you have to take shifts. You're like, these boys are setting alarms and waking up in the middle of the night to take a turn sitting beside a dinosaur in a game, and they're like, I don't know, stroking it or something, feeding it lamb chops. I don't know what they do, but that's apparently addictive. You've got like guilds and stuff. Kronovi just 1v3 NRG. What on earth is this? What is happening? What is this defense? I don't know what I'm watching. I like that by Kronovi. See what he did there? Hit the ball off his sidewall to pass to himself. Love it, because Garrett G would have blocked pretty much anything else. And then Fireburner literally just ran away. You can see Fireburner wants Justin to rotate in. He's like, alright, you come in, I'm getting out your way. And Justin is just like, I have no idea what's happening here. This is confusing. Like, Kronovi's coming at me. Fireburner's coming at me. You should probably just make a play on the ball here if you're Fireburner. I think. Yeah, Fireburner's just completely wrong-footed. He's just getting chased away. A Pajani.
He was in a bad position and turned the wrong direction. That was the biggest thing. He was faced into the net, not ready for that.
Oh, no, that wasn't Justin's fault. Fireburner was just like, I mean, Justin there was always going to be in an awkward spot because Kronovi's got the jump on him. Kronovi gets to make all the decisions there. Fireburner, on the other hand, a little bit too far forward. They need to turn around to get back into position. Then by the time he's in position, it's too late. Am I getting pneumonia? I certainly hope not. I certainly hope not. We'll see. We'll see. Excellent pass. That is definitely the right option. Justin also. Oh, for crying out loud. Oh, what? I was about to be like, how has Kronovi been this? But somehow he actually had his dodge. He jumped off the wall, so that's decent. It is. Oh my goodness, it's 3 in the morning. Are you kidding me? Alright, well, we're definitely going to bed after this. Because I've got to be up at like... Oh, I've got to be up at 10 tomorrow at the latest. This is not cool. I know that's not early, but that's in 7 hours. I can't get my 8 hours sleep. Not going to get my 8 hours sleep. Oh, well. Look at the read by Rizzo. He's going for a flip reset. Listen, you know how last year's LAN was the LAN of the great ceiling shot, the Squishy Muffin ceiling shot? Possibly the best goal that's ever been scored at RLCS. I reckon there's going to be like the sickest flip reset of all time at this year's RLCS. I reckon it's the year of the flip reset. Somebody's going to do the nastiest flip reset goal. On the final day of the LAN. I'm going to call it final day flip reset. And it's going to be nasty. Wait, what just happened here? What challenge by Kronovi? Look at how he Look at the presence of Kronovi here. Pwah. Wait, I've turned the volume down somehow. Don't know how I did that.
Earlier in the season,
Just observe as Kronovi comes flying into the frame here. And
sent it towards the ball to the goal and looked at the goalie, but it won't
really good stuff by Kuro. Completely isolated whiff on the ball.
back out to Kronovi.
Oh, there you go though.
This one up high.
Cheeky knock on. He's just like thinking 10 steps ahead. Look at this. So Kronovi whiffs the ball.
Set up Justin. Rizzo
But little to NRG know, now he's perfectly positioned in this random location. He's rotated on the right side. He's, well, depending which way you look at it, he's on the right side, get it. But he's rotating on the opposite side of the field that the ball is going back on, which is really smart. If an opponent is dribbling the ball down one line of the field and your team look like they're going to comfortably deal with whatever's happening for a wee while at least, you should probably rotate the other way. It's called the open side rotation. If you rotate the same way the ball's moving, that's called a ball side rotation. And that means you're just going to clog one area of the field because you're going to be going the same way as the ball. Your teammates are going to come in to challenge the ball. You're like, hey, we're all in the same place. That's bad. If you rotate on the open side, you have more space. Your teammates come in to challenge the ball. You rotate in behind them. That's what Kronovi did there. He could even get a cheeky little redirect out of defense, which is pretty cool.
shot nearly dropped in. Fireburner able to get
Stop putting
Justin now on
P's at the start of words, guys.
Kronovi. He's got Jane Apps on the
Stop
corner.
it.
Sends a soft roller and Garrett G's able
Man,
to
this
get
is
off.
I can't believe my internet company have just ruined tomorrow for me by making me tired today.
Back under the pressure. Is it
I think
more
the
or
crossbar
but blocked.
is probably MVP this game.
Follow from Garrett G.
Some
Able
nice
to
goal
get
line,
touch.
some nice goaltending by G2.
The defense of G2 holds.
For goodness sake, you guys.
The pass across. Justin tries to take
They're
the shot.
good,
Rizzo's there. Fireburner trying to drop it back.
Good read there, or good block there by Rizzo. It's a great pass by Garrett, by the way. I just want to take a moment to appreciate how good how good this pass is. Let's take a look at this. How is Garrett able to get this straight sideways at that speed? That is perfect. This pass, absolutely perfect.
Pass across. Justin tries to take the shot.
It's only the fact that Rizzo was ready for it that kept G2
Jane Apps.
in the game. Credit to Rizzo for being ready for that. Rizzo's doing a lot of work here.
Now Kronovi and Jane Apps. Back out to midfield. Fireburner had lurked. Just be able to put it back towards Garrett G.
I think this lime sip is having side effects on me.
NRG we've seen through the regular season. Just shot after shot.
A perfect pass. If you can get the ball to go straight into the middle like that, the way that I like to call it is the K-Dop Midel pass. Midel. Because he used to always just shout Midel and then hit the ball straight into the
Here
middle
you
instead
go,
of bouncing it off the
Johnny.
wall.
Now I don't feel guilty using ad block. Do you have any ideas to make non-standard modes more populated?
Spring Halo 2, thanks for 250 bits, and yeah, glad that you've decided to give me a little something after using adblock for all these days, all these days or weeks. I don't know how long. Yes, I do actually have an idea to make non-standard modes more popular. It's pretty simple. Make ranked playlists for them. If we make ranked playlists for hoops, I bet you'll see Scrub Killer, Fairy Peak, all the usual suspects. They'll all be up there trying to get rank 1 hoops. Everybody would give it a go to see if they can get rank 1 in hoops. Make a 1v1 hoops, 2v2 hoops ranked. Excuse me again, I'm probably like making you all fall asleep all over the world. But hey, if that's like, that is a product actually. It's like the non-addictive sleeping pill. Just a really, really chill stream. It's like a non-addictive and completely non-harmful sleeping pill. Listen, the reason, by the way, why Psyonix don't make more ranked playlists is because they don't want matchmaking to decrease in quality. But the fix that I've thought about for that is to make an option when you queue for ranked. It's just like the queue all button, and if you click queue all, you get 10% bonus ranked points. How's that sound? 10% bonus ranked points, or maybe not 10, like 5%, something tiny, right? If you queue all maps, no, it doesn't have to be all game modes. I know you all hate 1v1, but if you queue all, so you're queuing up hoops, rumble, drop shot, snow day, and soccer, you get bonus points for being in that queue. That way, there's going to be plenty of players in the queue. And there's the what do you call it? The quality of the matchmaking is not going to decrease at all because everybody's going to do it. It would be so good. I think that's the solution. If not, like, if you don't want to make it ranked points, because that would be, you know, technically unfair, just give people higher drop rate. You get 50% higher drop rate for items if you queue all, right? Because that way you'd get a bit of everything, right? If you're queuing all, you get more stuff, you get a bit of variety. I think it would be so fresh. It would, and then you could have rank leaderboards for all of the non-standard playlists. Oh my goodness, it would be so good. That's what we need. Somebody hire this man. Me, by the way. That's what I'm talking about. Me. Somebody hire me. I've got so many good ideas. So many. This is what Psionics need. They don't need another. I don't know what they're on now. Champions Crate 45, whatever they're called. We need ranked playlists for hoops and queue for all playlist option. That's what we need. Thanks to 100 bits, by the way. Greg plays cool games. Out of a ton of YouTube videos almost forever, I've never actually seen you stream. Hi, hey, if you're still here, thanks for swinging by. I appreciate you being here. Hopefully you're enjoying the stream. It's a bit more chill today. We don't do this too often. G2 are very good at just sitting back and soaking up pressure. They do this to a lot of teams. They do this to a lot of teams. They just frustrate teams. It can be a good playstyle to use in grand finals because the team that you're against are just going to get frustrated, and then combine that with the additional pressure of a grand final. You've got a good combination. You need such good communication to do this, though. You need really good communication to not panic and double commit and not steal each other's boosts and not get in each other's way, and to give the ball to JNAP so he can win the game. You know, it takes a lot of coordination. What time do I think I'll be on tomorrow? I've got absolutely no idea. A lot of isolated challenges happening in these games. Yeah, Fireburner needs to do more here. Needs to do more. This is a completely isolated challenge. So Justin is out of commission. Garrett's taking a 50-50. At this point, Fireburner should not challenge. The reason is because if he challenges and he gets beat, goal for JNAPs. If he can slow down JNAPs, even the tiniest bit, just slow him down, just stall him, make him work to get the ball past you, then Justin can come back and help him out. Look how close this is to a Justin save. Pretty darn close to a Justin save. The only problem is Fireburner didn't stall in the slightest. He just threw himself in. He's probably thinking, hey, I'm not the last man back because Justin's rotating back. But you've got to give Justin time to get back there. You can't just throw yourself in to the first challenge that comes your way. That's not the right option there by Fireburner. Then meanwhile, I think G2 have looked more like a unit. They're moving around like a unit. They're challenging together. NRG are, at times, they've had some good passing. Predominantly Garrett. Oof. That would have been such a typical Fireburner goal. Just following up on an ear post pass really, really well. Now that's when this is when the classic, just the old standard. Look at this formation by Fireburner. What he's doing is he's just following Justin dead behind him. See, the first thing he does is he gets right behind Justin. That's the first thing that Fireburner is doing. The reason for that is because whatever Justin does, he can mirror it. If Justin hits the ball to the left, then Fireburner moves left. If Justin hits the ball to the or straight forward, he just keeps going forward. Like, this is what you want, where you want to be if you want to be able to read these bounces more easily. And then, excuse me again, you see Garrett adopting that center circle position. That's the third man position. If your teammates are doing the two-man attack where one person's centering the ball, the other guy's following right behind, center circle position is your third man's default. Of course, you can spread that out a little bit. Instead of having a third man in center circle, that third man can move into the other side of the field, and then instead of having two players close together, you drop back as the following player on the right side, and that's when you get the V formation. The V and the L, pretty much the only two Rocket League formations that are commonly seen, because you can't make too many different formations in Rocket League. I suppose the other one is just where everybody's in a massive line. You've got somebody on the back wall, somebody making a pass to the guy in the back wall so they can make a 1-2 passing play. You see that quite a lot these days. The a lot role is becoming more popular. Just watching this replay today, I had no idea what I was looking at. Thanks for explaining things to you in a way you can comprehend. Oh, you're watching this replay today. Oh, that's interesting. I'm glad to help, man. The flip reset from Kronovi. He's like, I better use it. I've got a flip reset. I'm gonna flip it. Look at this. It's just like, ah, I have a flip reset. Use it. Ah. That's pretty funny. So I might as well just dodge into the ball. Maybe it'll pinch. Oh, it didn't work. Alright, so there's the pass opportunity going astray for Justin. Remember I told you guys, you've got two options in this position. Either take a shot to the backboard or infield pass. Don't do the thing that's in between, which is just a pass to their goalkeeper. In this situation, it worked out kind of well because Garrett got a double commit out of G2, which is JNAP's fault. That made you like what the flip reset. So you can see Kronovi's thought process. He's like, I've got a flip reset, but it's probably not going to do anything, but I'm going to use it anyway. And I don't blame him.
So tries to make the shot, it won't happen. Now Kronovi back to JNAPS, trying to make it in, and won't go through once more.
It's a challenge, though. The ceiling pass down to JNAPS, but he couldn't get contact.
Tried to make it there, but Justin's there now. Fireburner in the corner. Garrett G sending it back.
So you can see how much more chaos there is at the NRG half of the field when they're boxed in. How long did we see G2 completely boxed in last game with NRG taking shot after shot after shot, and it looked pretty controlled by G2. They were contesting every shot. They were keeping reasonable boosts on all three members. NRG there, it did not take long for multiple players to be very low on boost. A couple of shots to go, relatively uncontested. Like the ability for G2 to not panic, to not collapse in defense, to not throw away the valuable boost. Because when you're getting stuck in your half completely, you're suddenly sharing two big boost pads between three people, and then sometimes the other team are stealing those same boost pads away from you, so you've got one or maybe no big boost pads between three people. So boost is like absolutely at a premium. You can't be wasting boost if you're stuck in your own box. Definitely one thing that G2 have excelled at so far this series. It's just way too high on that pass from Kronovi. This is the sort of pass that this is like, okay, so see this pass here. If G2 or if Kronovi does this pass versus any team in RLCS NA that isn't exactly NRG or Cloud9, this is probably an uncontested aerial for Rizzo, because for some reason these big lob passes just work against teams in NA that are not the top three. But against teams that are the top three, these big lob passes don't work at all. Who just missed? What on earth is this? JNAPS. Yeah. JNAPS not in the right position there. Thanks for the Prime sub, Riot1. Very much appreciated.
So much execution that's being performed right now. You have to think so heavily constantly.
Sorry, I'm not like keeping up with the chat as well as I should be, because I'm really focused on this game right now. There's so many double commits this game. How is this happening? I can only assume that this is happening because this is like a grand final. The boys are feeling nervous or something. Way too obvious in the pass there for Garrett. Oh, what a goal by JNAPS. I remember this one actually. So Garrett was way too obvious with that pass, but this finish by JNAPS is disgusting. Double touch off the angle wall. That's crazy. This pass. Okay, let's explain why this is too obvious. So, if you look at where Garrett is next to the ball here, he's not threatening a long shot. He's not threatening a hard clear. He's not threatening a first touch and a dribble. He's pretty much showing JNaps, oh yeah, by the way, I'm passing the ball here, just so you know. He needed to disguise that one a little bit more. This goal is still so good. This is ridiculous. All those hours of free play, popping the ball into the corner and then trying to fly after it and score that rebound, finally paying off. Do you get anything for resubbing multiple months in a row? Yeah, you get a Matt Ander. You get a badge next to your name in chat that ranks up just like a Rocket League rank would. So right now the highest rank people have is champion, but in a couple months there's going to be a few grand champions in here. And yeah, every time that you resub, every month that you resubscribe, you can send me a message using the wonderful voice of Brian. That's the other thing. The other perk, you get the resub message. How do you think a team of Squishy, JNaps, and Garrett would do at a LAN event? I think they would do very well because all those players are the 3 best players in North America right now. And if you take the 3 best players in North America right now and put them in a team, you probably have, well, if no European team also made a super team, if no Europe team made a super team as well, I think you'd probably have the best team in the world right there. Squishy, JNaps, Garrett would probably just be the best in the world.
The placement of every single touch is so deliberate and so precise that it's
I say probably because you don't know what the internal, if it's going to be internal conflict or if they're all just going to clash or I don't know. That could always happen, but more opportunities going astray for, like, infield passes are just not being utilized by NRG. So Garrett was trying to pass the ball to himself off the sidewall. Now this should be a pass, 10 times out of 10, straight down to Justin. That should just be straight down to Justin, but there's lack of communication, lack of awareness, lack of infield passing practice. Like, this is just a complete whiff by Fireburner. That's a missed opportunity. Could have passed the ball to Justin and then Justin could slap it at the backboard. Instead, we've done something that's just right in between a shot and a pass, and that is neither. Carplines, I'm an NA, don't get to watch the stream much, but I love the YouTube stuff. Keep it up. I appreciate the 248 bits, man. Glad you're enjoying YouTube, and I will absolutely try to keep it up. We're more than halfway through this one, by the way. That's beyond 30 minutes, so we're getting through this. Couldn't you say GFE is a super team? It's not a Squishy, Garrett, JNaps level of super team. Oh dear, Kronovi. Love the back pass. Love the first touch. No idea why he's fake jumping. First touch is perfect. The jump is actually, like, he should be fine here. Like, I don't know why Kronovi steered into this ball when he's jumped. Like, if you look at what happens when he jumps here, jumps and then he's like steering all over the place. He's like, ooh, ooh, wobble, wobble, whoa. And then he wobbles the landing and completely misses the open net. Like, that would have been wide open because the bump was coming in. EU Dream Team B, just like a baguette team. Probably Fairy Peak, K-Dot, and Thera. I think those 3 players, like Squishy, Garrett, JNaps, K-Dot, Fairy, that's your 5 best players in the world right now, in no particular order. Below, thanks for the Prime sub, I appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day today, my man. Don't know what else, who else you guys would put in that top? What? Oh my goodness, if that had gone in, that would have been better than anything a lot's done this year if that had gone in. That's absolutely insane. So look at Kronovi here, he's just gone up for an aerial. He's on the back wall. Deliberately goes over the net. That is a called play. That's like a deliberate play here. Holy cow. If that had worked, that's incredible. We're going to start seeing that more and more, just sending players up onto the back wall, slamming the ball at them. I mean, a lot's already popularized it enough. That would have been, I think that would have been better than any of the goals that a lot scored off that start this season. How, oh dear, this like has got to stop for NRG. What a mess they're having today in terms of communication. Both Justin and Fireburner fake each other out, and they nearly let that go in for Kronovi. That should have been like a booming clear for one of them, but they both just don't communicate who's going for it. You can see like as they're coming in for this, they're probably communicated now. They're like, oh, sorry. Like somebody should be calling it right now. This is when Justin or Fireburner should say that they have the ball, and the other person should be like, okay, you got it. We're now like going to go forward like probably an entire second before the communication actually comes through. That's just lazy comms by NRG. They need to communicate that. Because both of them had perfect information. Both of them could see the entire other team and the ball. So they have perfect information on all threats. But they still weren't able to make the call in time. Either one of them could have been like, yep, I've got it for free. Free ball, free half volley. Do you guys have any other player that you would want to put in your top 5 right now? Outside of Squishy, Garrett, JNaps, K-Dot, Fairy Peak. I do enjoy making 5 players from different teams when I do this sort of thing, but if you want to double stack, then go ahead. I'm sure somebody's going to want to say Rizzo. They're going to be like, Rizzo is underrated. And that is why I put him in my top 5. And Torment, I'm sure somebody's going to say something about Torment. Oh, Torment is underrated. He's definitely top 5. Gimmick is underrated. He's definitely top 5. I can hear it already. Turbo's been having a bit of a slump recently. He was pretty rubbish in the... Turbo got carried in the promotion, or the what do you call it, EU regionals by K-Dop and Panda. Put myself in the top 5. Bluey, nah, Bluey's... BSG were rubbish this season. What? I have absolutely no idea how this goes in. What was my pick? In no particular order, Garrett, JNap, Squishy, K-Dot, Fairy Peak. Oh dear, so either one of those players I'm pretty sure could have saved that. And Justin didn't even need to give the ball away. Like, this is just a really bad play by Justin in the corner. Like here, Justin gets the ball for free from JNaps. And sure, Kronovi comes in for a fake challenge, but Justin doesn't need to panic. That's the lack of 1v1 experience coming in. Like, there's hardly any danger there. That's definitely not Cuxer is not top 5. Nah, Cuxer is not top 5 right now. Too inconsistent. Jesse, yeah. Magnus. Complexity were a little bit rusty in the last match they played. Alright, let's get into this match now. This is match 5 of 7. That top 5 is perfect. You can't think of anybody that would replace any of them. What can I say? What can I say?
What was this kickoff? This was crazy. So watch how the kickoff goes pretty neutral. The cheat up's right there, but Kronovi gets bumped by the player that made the cheat up, and then Jane.
For God's sake.
You don't. Go, I'll score it. It's fine. So they're forcing that defense to move so much.
This is so stupid. Oh, cheat kickoffs are so dumb. When are people going to stop doing them? They're so stupid. For God's sake. Alright. Next. Another fake kickoff. Squishy hasn't played good this season. I thought he was the best player in the... What do you call it, tournament? The regional. Oh dear, oh dear. Is this just the most obvious infield pass ever? Or did Fireburner miss hit this completely? Like, this is so risky. You can't be making infield passes there, Fireburner. You know Rizzo's lurking about that area. We're going to give Fireburner the benefit of the doubt and say that he tried to do that he did intentionally hit the ball in that direction, because Garrett was over there. So he's probably trying to pass the ball to Garrett. But that doesn't make it a good idea. He's passing the ball into a blind location. Like, he's passing it into his blind spot, which happens to be a location that Rizzo just drove into. Oh, this is so messy. What is this rotation? Why is Garrett here? Garrett's just like chilling over here. Misses the doink. Lands on Justin. Oh dear. Oh my goodness. Garrett making all kinds of plays this game. NRG really did just play their worst series of the entire season. By far. This series. I've watched most of their series this season in league play. Didn't watch this one until now. I don't think the demo was even necessary here, but like things, Kronovi just beamed it completely. Yeah, probably don't. Yeah, definitely don't need a demo there. Like, both teams have just gifted a goal by passing it away. Top 5 EU. I have to think about it. I don't know. If I'm doing the same thing I did before, where I keep it to every player from a different team. You got K-Dot, Fairy Peak, Ignite, Magnus, and Cuxer. That's your top 5 EU. And an NA. Again, different players from different teams. Jacob, Corrupt to G. JNAP, Squishy, Garrett. There you go. There's 2 top 5s. A little bit of variety. Oh, yeah, I remember this. This dunk by Fireburner is pretty good. But Kronovi just walked straight into it. Kronovi, so greedy there. All he needed to do is hit the ball to the side. He would have been all good. Thanks, Hydrated Bot. Appreciate that. That was top 5 EU, though.
Finishes it off, and NRG in control here of Game 5.
Wonder if Fireburner is going to go back to, like, before Fireburner became like a prolific goal scorer, he was just really good at setups off the corner, off the wall where it meets the roof, above the opposition goal. He's really good at sniping that. Don't see him do it very often these days because he plays so far back that he never gets a chance to do it. He's usually finishing or catching clears. France versus Canada, 7-game series. So you want JNAP, Celestamir, and Squishy probably against K-Dot, Fairy Peak, and Farah, I guess. I wonder if K-Dot, Fairy Peak shall set has ever got potential. I don't know if it does. I've seen them throw games to teams that are way worse than them. Who do I think Scrub Killer's going to join? No idea. Disappointed by the amount of passing that I've seen between these two teams so far this series. I don't know if you guys would agree with that, but I'm relatively disappointed with the amount of passing. There's a lot of this kind of touch, which is just like a lofted hit in a kind of awkward area for the other team to deal with, and again, just like, you know, lofting the ball, another one. There we go. Well, okay, that might be a deliberate pass. Needs to be more passing if they're going to be able to compete with the best European teams who pass a lot more than this. And if you don't believe me when I say that, just go and look at how many infield pass into a goal situations there are in Europe. It's a lot more common. Swift Legal, I don't know. Not talked to any of those players about their team prospects for next season.
by 2. G2 needing to find a way to score. Onto the backboard, Garrett G's touch is soft and leaves it above the
It's actually not bad there by Garrett. He didn't do as badly as I thought he was going to do. Like, we've seen so many people own goal from that position. Like, that's really quite a good result, honestly. Just squashing the ball up there, keeping it up above a scoring angle to give his team time to come back and help him out. There's a whiff from Garrett, though. Looks like he ran out of boost or something. When is the next World Cup? Liga Rockets tweeted out, yeah, that was just a bit of a whiff / no boost from Garrett. Liga Rockets tweeted out that he doesn't believe that the World Cup should be done every year in Rocket League, and I kind of agree. Wait, what? Another like really weak hit coming in. Confused. Looks like Kronovi and Rizzo were both leaving it for each other, and JNAP's just kind of gave the ball to Fireburner. Good placement of the shot, though, has to be said.
Now back to the lead they like. NRG 2 goals up. 40 seconds remain.
Like to hold on to it. It means when you hit 0 seconds, the game is over.
The infield passes, particularly from Gale Force, namely K-Dot, are so much more direct, like straight into the middle, instead of being slightly towards the opposition net. Rizzo must have lagged. It's possible. It is Rocket League servers after all.
They know it's their best shot to get these quick counterattacks.
Having to play defense with 10 seconds remaining is going to be very difficult.
Greasy tries to play so fast, he ends up making mistakes because of it. That's his way of playing, and he feels like he's playing well when he's playing as fast as possible. He has his best games when he's playing as fast as possible. So that's just what he's used to. Right, game 6. Let's see how this one goes down. Not much to report in the last game. Teams were just literally giving the ball away for 5 minutes.
They're not relying so much on their normal stuff of just taking shot after shot. You saw the accuracy last game.
Ah, come on. Come on, Rizzo. Ooh. Oh, wow. Okay, well, we've seen Justin do this on my stream before, and we've seen him do it on his stream. To do it on our RLCS stream is pretty new, so he fakes out Kronovi, nearly underdunks JNAPS as well. That would have been a crazy goal. Next 1v1 tournament, I'm going to do one tomorrow. Well, technically today it's 3:30 in the morning, UK time, on Saturday. So, probably going to do it tomorrow on Saturday. Well, I mean, I say tomorrow. You know what I mean, when I wake up on the same day. Good little bump there by Justin. And good to see Fireburner actually doing that little knockdown pass. This is good.
Not the old school one.
Exactly. Never back down from a fight. I feel like that is not a rule you should ever.
Yeah, Wasteland is the same shape now. They changed it. They still have the old Wasteland in the custom map pool, but it's not in the ranked map pool. It's just a little bit too ambitious there by JNAPS. Don't think he was scoring that the majority of the time. It's a better infield pass, actually. This looks like it's caused Garrett some trouble. You see Garrett is racing in close here. This is the danger of not being a good or reliable infield passing team, is that when a good infield pass does finally happen, your follow-up player is probably too close to the ball because he's used to you hitting the ball forward towards the opposition goal, somewhere between a shot and an infield pass.
He's got it towards the goal. He just needs a second touch to drop it under, but Justin's got it instead. NRG going to hold on to their 1-goal lead. The pressure starting to mount from G2.
Yeah, but you can see how much boost Justin had to use for that.
I don't know the end of the scores of any of these games myself. I don't know if this goes overtime or the last one. I think does the last one go overtime. I want to ask you guys one other question, by the way. Just it's a good time to ask it before we get into the last game. Who do you have winning if these guys match up in RLCS? They could match up in the winners finals. If not, they'll be playing against each other in the loser bracket or in the grand finals. Who do you guys have winning this? G2, NRG? G2 because boot camp. Well, that's a good reason. I like that reason. Most of you guys enter, or G2 I should say, G2 boot camp. more experience in LAN environment. G2 is hungrier. I don't know if I would agree with that one. I think that, well, when I checked, you know, when I was doing my, when I was making my predictions video for how teams would finish, I based a lot of my predictions on how much teams were practicing. Oh dear, Justin. So yeah, just not good enough there by Justin. In terms of clearing the ball, more of a pass towards JNAPS. Turbo, you think Gale Force are the ones who really want to win? Oh, I love this goal from Justin. This is a fantastic response. He's just done a really bad defensive play, and he knows it. And then he gets probably perfect placement on this shot. So well played to him. This is what I expect from Justin at LAN. Is that I really don't think he's going to be hugely nervous. Sorry, Jack Soccer. I'm not sure. Not 100% sure. I'm not decided yet. You're pretty hungry right now. You skipped dinner for my stream. Well, I'll be done streaming in probably about 10 minutes. So you won't have to skip dinner too much longer. This is a really consistent thing for NRG. They're crowding their defensive corner with 3 people. Back post is a real weakness. Good save by G2. Again, looking very, very good at their shot stopping aspect of the game. That's a really good touch by Justin. The first touch there did so much for him. Killed time, baited in a defender, gave him actual valid recovery path that he could go and take before going back to the ball. I do think that NRG, just the fact that they have both Garrett and Justin on a team, probably makes them the scariest team mechanically in NA. Mount Snowcaps, thanks for the 4 month in a row Prime. Appreciate that. Welcome back, buddy.
You're great.
Hey, that's very kind of you to say. I really do appreciate that a lot. Like, I'm watching this game for the first time, by the way, if anybody's just tuning in. Not seen this or how this plays out. Oh my goodness, that is a bump on a half by Garrett. Wait a minute, I was trying to go back and accidentally went forward. Wait, where was it? Oh, it was after this. So, I'm trying to keep track of G2 defenders here. They were all kind of in the goal area, and yeah, JNAPS just gets clattered. Absolutely huge bump by Garrett. I think it was Garrett who got the bump. Do you like the RLCS format where the crowd faces the stage from one direction and one coming in London, or the one coming in London this season? I think the London crowd this season is going to be fantastic. Have you already done this for the EU regional finals? I've not done any EU reviews this season.
And that case happened.
Oh my goodness, JNAPS. Now towards Rizzo. Shot onto the wall, Kronovi cleared away. NRG slowly but surely coming back into control of this match. They win game 5.
This is definitely a really good series, very back and forth. Decent amount of goals. I would like to see a lot more passing though. That's the one thing that's disappointed me. Good control there by Fireburner, good win. Securing the game with a 50-50, just classic Fireburner. Set up at the stadium, that's what I mean. I think it's going to be better at London. I think the setup at the stadium is better. So that's probably this game over. Yeah, that's going to be game. Let's just hop into the last game and see what happens, because this is a game I want to pay very close attention to. Gale Force Fatality, probably not. That was just Pashy and Freaky missing the ball a lot. FL Reaper, thanks to the Prime sub, welcome to the stream. We're just getting finished up here, so anyone who hasn't or who's still got their Prime available, you know, feel free. I'll buy you a drink maybe if you see me at LAN. Show me the screenshot if you sub into me with Prime. I'll be like, fair, that's fair. Deliberately didn't talk about any kickoffs today because I knew this was going to take what do you call it? Wow. How is that not gone in? I knew that this replay was going to take a while, so we're trying not to talk about minuscule or, you know, small topics. How on earth? Look at that save by Kronovi. Do you see what he's done here? Kronovi just did an in and out save from point blank range. That is incredible. Wow. Hard to catch that one live with the camera work being so far away from the play, but that is a ridiculous save by Kronovi. Point blank range, in and out save. And I had to watch it a few times before I saw what happened. I was like, wait a minute. Because I wasn't even sure which car was Kronovi, because I'm getting a bit delirious. Not been sleeping. Not been sleeping enough these days. Might be a flip reset there by Kronovi. Doesn't decide to use it this time. Did it from crow view. This isn't my... I'm not controlling the camera, man. This is a video, as it says on my screen, watching the video on RLCS YouTube channel. This is how I like to do my VOD reviews, because I can see what the casters see. I can see what the stream sees. I like to see what the stream saw, rather than doing replay. More replay analysis. I already do enough replay analysis. It's nice to just be able to sit back, chill out with you guys. Not have to worry about what's on the screen. It's a pretty fun format to do. G2 are so ridiculously comfortable with the ball near their box. They just don't seem to care. They're so good at, like, this is called parking the bus. Don't know if you guys have heard this phrase. Parking the bus. Infield pass attempt by Justin, but it's just no one's there. I think NRG are still trying to learn their infield passes. If you look at a team like Gale Force, they've been together for so long now. They've been doing infield passes to each other so much that before the infield passes even started, the player's already in position. He's in the exact position he needs to be to receive that infield pass. Whereas NRG, from what I've seen from this series, absolutely not as acquainted with infield passing, and indeed setting up infield passing, or more importantly, facilitating infield passing. Infield passing is not going to work if you don't have somebody in field, and that's something that NRG have struggled with. Yeah, I heard of buses being parked. They can't drive forever. Yep. But parking the bus is when you just, like, try and stop the other team from scoring, and that's the only thing you're doing. I'm so sorry for yawning. Combination of factors. 1, outside enjoying decent weather in Scotland earlier. 2, tried to stream about an hour and a half before I could actually manage to go live today, but internet was dead, so it didn't work. Like that 50-50 by Garrett. This that's a fantastic touch by Fireburner. Post pinch to clear the ball across the zone goal line. Not bad. Need to get some rest. Yeah, I know. I want to finish this though, because I wanted to do this for you guys who are watching live. Kronovi's just absolutely saved this game for man, these hits by NRG. This has been they're not facilitating infield passes as well as they could be, and they're also not going for drop down passes as much as they should. Couple of missed opportunities for Fireburner to go for a drop down pass to Justin between last game and this one. It seems like it doesn't matter how little boost and how long you keep G2, or how little boost G2 have and how long you keep them in defense, they still do such a good job of, like, not double committing. Of course, they've not played perfectly by any means, but played more perfectly, if there's such a thing, than NRG. I think NRG have probably had more possession and more territory. Those are some stats I'd want to see in the future for Rocket League. But you don't get wins for possession and territory. You got to put the ball in the net. Decent read by Garrett G, but not really amounting to much, is it? So fast to be up for that. Of course, Garrett does want to go up for that, because letting it hit off the ceiling and then coming back down means that the player who initially hit the ball into the ceiling is probably already recovered and coming in to follow up their own hit. You are dumb. Nah, you are dumb. Oh, by the way, Cheeseman of the yummy variety. I am going to check out those goals you sent me, but I'm going to go away on Monday, and I'm back on Tuesday. So I'm going to do it after then, because I'm streaming this on Saturday, then I'm away until Tuesday, so I'll have to do it after I'm back, just so you know. Now remember earlier I was talking about Fireburner making an awkward or a risky challenge as he was last man back. He's technically last man back right now because the guy who's going to be third is currently dead. Garrett just got demoed. But this is actually like pretty safe. Like he's not in any danger of getting flicked or dribbled there because the ball's flat on the deck. This is something that Rizzo does very well. JNAP shows us how it's done as well right now. The reading of his own crossbar as the other team hitting the crossbar, getting up to read that from goalkeeper position. Oh dear. Well, this is like a lot of things go wrong here actually. So Rizzo's pass is pretty good. I really like this pass by Rizzo. You can forgive JNAPS for shooting this. It's the wrong decision probably, because he's just hit that straight into Garrett. He should be absolutely passing this to himself off the diagonal wall. And then this could also be a ground pass instead of an air pass. There's a lot of little things going wrong, but that right there is a big thing going wrong. And what is it? It's Fireburner again, being a little bit too far forward. We're too far forward. Reverse. Try go forward again. Ugh, we're underneath the ball. Talked about this before. Fireburner gets like a little bit more cautious with his positioning. I don't think this goal ever happens for G2. They're all just there. They're all just waiting. To be fair, they got a chance, so. But GG's. And that's GG's for G2. My summary of this in terms for NRG, Justin needs to calm down a little bit. Needs to stop. Needs to just rotate more. I think that was just his first ever grand final. A little bit of nerves. I don't think they're going to be like that as much at the LAN. Funnily enough, I think he'll be feeling better at the LAN. This was somewhere where NRG were the favorites to win. At LAN, they're not going to be the favorites, and that should help them a little bit. Defensively, Fireburner just needs to chill, and they need to be making that infield pass option more available. I think their formation is very rigid in attack for NRG. Actually, very very rigid. As soon as they go up against a good team, they're a lot more defensive in how they play their third man. They're very unwilling to send that third man over to the far side of the field to be ready for that infield pass, and then pull back their supporting player a little bit to compensate. For G2, fantastic communication, evidently, because their defense is phenomenal at times. And wow, those saves by Kronovi at the end there. Really, really good stuff. Good morning, have a good morning. I know it's morning, but it's like I have to wake up in like 6 hours. Feels bad, man. Just trying to think if I have any other closing thoughts for this before we finish. I don't think I do. Yeah, if they play again at LAN, I think NRG are going to take it. Most of you guys are giving it to G2, but I'm going to give it to NRG.